Beyond the veils of time and the boundaries of mortal understanding, there exists a place where the laws of physics are but suggestions and the echoes of ancient myths resonate with terrifying clarity. This is the cosmic Colosseum of the gods, a structure built from the calcified remains of dead galaxies, floating in the center of the great void. The air here smells of ozone and incense, and the ground is paved with obsidian that reflects the nightmares of every soul that has ever lived. Today, the pillars of this arena tremble, for two titans of history and scripture are summoned to decide a question of supreme power. In one corner stands the morning star, the son of the dawn, the Archangel who chose the throne of shadow over the service of the throne. In the other, the Judge of Israel, the son of Dan, a man whose muscles were forged in the fires of divine favor and whose hair held the weight of a nation's destiny. This is not merely a fight, it is the collision of the infernal and the divine, of sophistication and raw might. Let us first gaze upon the challenger from the pits of pandemonium. Lucifer, whose name once meant the bearer of light, was the most beautiful and wise of all the heavenly host. His origin is one of perfection and catastrophic pride. Before the creation of man, he moved through the stones of fire, adorned with every precious gem. His power is not merely physical, it is cosmic. He commands the element of fire, not the warmth of a hearth, but the consuming, unyielding flame of the abyss. He possesses the intellect of an archangel, capable of weaving illusions that can drive gods to madness. He can manipulate the very fabric of reality, project bolts of pure spiritual energy, and fly with wings that span across dimensions. He is the master of the unseen, the prince of the air, and a warrior who led a third of the heavenly host into battle against the Creator himself. His immortality is absolute, his malice is infinite, and his grace, though fallen, remains terrifyingly elegant. Standing across the obsidian sands is Samson, the Nazarite. His origin is a testament to the miraculous. Born to a barren woman after an angelic visitation, he was consecrated to God from the womb. His strength is not a result of training or biology, it is the physical manifestation of the Holy Spirit rushing upon him. This is a man who tore a young lion apart with his bare hands as if it were a goat. This is the champion who slew 1,000 soldiers with nothing but the jawbone of a donkey. His attributes are legendary: skin that could turn blades, grip strength that could crush stone into dust, and an endurance that knows no earthly fatigue. While Lucifer represents the heights of spiritual power, Samson represents the absolute pinnacle of human physical potential when augmented by the infinite. He is the sun in human form, a juggernaut of muscle and divine will who carried the massive gates of Gaza on his shoulders as if they were toys. The atmosphere in the Colosseum thickens. Lucifer stands calmly, his silhouette framed by 6 wings that seem to bleed darkness into the surrounding space. He is clad in armor of starlight and obsidian, his face a mask of cold, aristocratic beauty. He looks upon Samson with a mixture of amusement and disdain. Samson, conversely, is a mountain of a man. His hair, long and braided in 7 locks, flows down his back like a lion's mane. He is bare-chested, his bronze skin shimmering under the cosmic lights, his muscles rippling like tectonic plates shifting beneath the earth. He carries no weapon, for his hands are the instruments of his wrath.
You are but a beast of clay, judge of the desert. Do you truly believe that the strength of your mortal limbs can contend with a being who witnessed the forging of the stars? Your God has given you the power to break pillars, but I have the power to break the spirit.
I am but a servant of the Almighty, morning star. You fell because you thought yourself a god. I stand because I know I am not. Your light is cold and dead, but the spirit that moves through me is a fire you can never quench.
With a roar that shakes the foundation of the Colosseum, Samson charges. The ground beneath his feet shatters into 1,000 fragments. He is a blur of kinetic energy, a freight train of divine fury. Lucifer does not move until the very last millisecond. With a flick of his wrist, he teleports, reappearing behind Samson. He raises a hand, and a blast of soul-searing hellfire erupts from his palm, striking Samson squarely in the back. The impact is like a volcanic eruption. Samson is propelled forward, his back scorched, his skin blackened by the infernal heat. But to Lucifer's surprise, the Judge of Israel does not fall. He rolls, stands, and turns, his eyes glowing with a supernatural white light. The pain only serves to fuel the fire within him. Samson lunges again, this time anticipating the angel's movement. As Lucifer attempts to vanish again, Samson strikes the ground with both fists. The resulting shockwave is so immense that it ripples through the dimensions, disrupting Lucifer's spatial manipulation. The fallen angel stumbles, caught in the tremor. Samson seizes the opportunity. He closes the distance in a heartbeat and grabs Lucifer by the throat. The grip is like a vice made of collapsing stars. Lucifer gasps, his eyes wide as he feels the raw, unadulterated power of the spirit pushing against his celestial form. Samson slams him into the obsidian floor, the impact creating a crater 50 yards wide.
Impressive, little mortal. You possess the touch of the Creator. But even the strongest cage cannot hold the wind.
Lucifer dissolves into a cloud of freezing black mist, slipping through Samson's fingers. He reforms high in the air, his wings unfurled to their full, terrifying extent. He begins to chant in a language older than the universe. The sky of the Colosseum turns blood red, and thousands of flaming swords materialize in the air, all pointed at the man below. With a downward motion of his hands, Lucifer sends the rain of blades screaming toward Samson. Each sword is a manifestation of a fallen angel's spite, designed to pierce not just flesh, but the essence of the soul. Samson looks up, his face set in a grimace of absolute determination. He does not run. He does not hide. He plants his feet, takes a deep breath, and begins to spin. He becomes a whirlwind of muscle and bone. As the swords descend, he bats them away with his bare hands, the sound of metal clashing against his divine touch skin echoing like 1,000 hammers on an anvil. Those that strike him draw blood, but the Nazarite ignores the wounds. He reaches out and catches one of the swords midair, snapping the celestial steel as if it were a dry twig. He then grabs a massive fragment of the shattered obsidian floor, weighing several tons, and hurls it at the hovering angel with the force of a catapult. Lucifer swats the boulder aside with a wave of energy, but the distraction is enough. Samson has leapt. He reaches a height that should be impossible for a human, his fingers clawing at the hem of Lucifer's starlight armor. Lucifer fires a beam of pure darkness from his chest, hitting Samson midair. The judge is sent crashing back to the arena floor, a massive hole burned into his shoulder. He gasps for air, his strength finally beginning to waver as the supernatural toxins of the abyss seep into his bloodstream.
Do you feel it, Samson? The weight of your humanity? Your God is far away, and you are alone in my domain. I am the Lord of this world, and you are nothing but a fading memory of a dying tribe.
You speak of loneliness to a man who lived in the desert? You speak of death to a man who died once to destroy his enemies? My strength does not come from my hair or my arms. It comes from the one who gave you your beauty before you threw it away.
Samson stands, but he is shaking. Lucifer descends, landing softly on the ground, a blade of violet light manifesting in his hand. He moves with the grace of a panther, his eyes fixed on Samson's heart. He intends to end this with a single, elegant stroke. He strikes, the blade whistling through the air. But Samson does not dodge. He catches the blade with his bare palm, the violet light searing through his hand, but he does not let go. He pulls Lucifer closer, their faces inches apart.
You forgot one thing, morning star. I was born to be a judge. And today, I judge you.
Samson throws his arms around Lucifer in a crushing embrace. He is not trying to hit him, he is trying to hold him. He drops to his knees, pinning the angel against the ground. He begins to pray, not in words, but in the silent, agonizing groan of a soul crying out for the ultimate strength. The Colosseum begins to groan. The massive pillars that support the cosmic structure, pillars that represent the pillars of the universe itself, begin to crack. Samson is reaching out with his spirit, connecting the physical weight of the Colosseum to his own burden.
What are you doing? You will destroy us both. This arena is bound to the fabric of existence.
Then existence will have to find a new floor.
With a final, earth-shattering scream, Samson exerts every ounce of his divinely granted power. He pulls the foundations of the cosmic Colosseum inward. The obsidian floor buckles, the walls collapse, and the ceiling of stars begins to fall. Lucifer struggles, his wings beating frantically against the overwhelming pressure, but the physical manifestation of God's wrath through Samson is a gravity he cannot escape. The weight of 1,000,000 galaxies seems to descend upon them. Lucifer screams as his celestial form is crushed by the sheer physical and spiritual pressure of the collapsing arena. Samson, his mission complete, closes his eyes as the darkness takes him. The dust settles in the void. Where the Colosseum once stood, there is now only a field of floating debris and silence. From the wreckage, a single figure emerges, though barely. Lucifer, his wings broken, his armor shattered, and his immortality bruised, crawls from the rubble. He is alive, but he is diminished. His pride is wounded more than his body. He has survived, for he is a cosmic principle that cannot be easily extinguished. But Samson is gone. The judge gave his life to bring the morning star to his knees, and in doing so, he achieved a victory that transcends the physical. But who is the winner? If we speak of survival, Lucifer remains. But if we speak of the objective of the fight, the demonstration of the strongest power, the verdict must be reached through logic. Lucifer is a higher being, a celestial entity whose power is inherent to his nature. Samson is a mortal whose power is borrowed. In a direct, prolonged confrontation of cosmic energies, Lucifer possesses an arsenal that no mortal, no matter how strong, can fully overcome. Lucifer can manipulate time, space, and the soul. Samson's strength is ultimate in the physical realm, but Lucifer exists beyond it. However, in this battle, Samson achieved the impossible. He proved that the power of faith and the spirit can manifest a physical force capable of pinning the Prince of Darkness. While Lucifer survived the collapse, he was dominated physically and spiritually by a man of clay. But in a battle to the death, where one must remain and the other perish, the immortality of the Archangel provides the final, bitter edge. Lucifer wins by virtue of his eternal nature, but he leaves the arena forever haunted by the strength of the Judge. Truly, the strength of the Spirit is the only force that can make even the morning star tremble. If you enjoyed this epic clash between the infernal and the divine, make sure to strike that like button with the strength of Samson. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a legendary battle in the cosmic Colosseum. Who should fight next? Leave your suggestions in the comments below. Discover how Samson's superhuman strength fares against the cosmic sorcery and hellfire of the morning star. A tale of faith, pride, and destruction that pushes both fighters to their absolute limits. Who truly holds the supreme power when the pillars of heaven and earth collide? Find out in this detailed and cinematic simulation of a battle for the ages.